Everyone, this is Tushar, your English language trainer, and now I'm going to discuss section 1, speaking part 1 for IELTS examination. So, I'm going to pick up one topic that is walking, and I will be discussing the questions related to walking and vocabulary that you should use so that you score a high in your IELTS speaking part. Now let's take a question quickly. First is, do you like walking? So how should you be answering the question? You can say walking is unavoidable, especially when you live on campus. You go to school on foot, you go to buy food on foot, you walk here and there every day. There are days that my legs actually killed me. Therefore, I have to say that walking is not my cup of tea, although I have to walk on a daily basis. Now, the vocabulary words, you can just take it down as well if you wish to. The vocabulary words that you have or I have used here or you should use, these are: first is on campus, that is on campus is the ground and the building of a university or a college. Second word here is here and there, that means in various places around. Third idiom is not one's cup of tea, that means it's not everybody's job. Second question, do you like to walk on your own or with others? So you can say, if I'm in a hurry, I just walk or run as fast as I can. No time for chit chat, right? But even when there is a plenty of time, walking is ideal to calm down, breathe in some fresh air, and enjoy the world outside in silence. Every once in a while, I take a long walk after school, so I think I'm more into walking on my own. Now, take down the vocabulary for this question that I have used. First is in a hurry. That means going somewhere very quickly. So, I was in a hurry to reach there. Second word, chit chat. That's a noun which means informal conversation about unimportant matters. Third, to calm down. That means to pacify, to feel relaxed. Fourth, once in a while. That means it's an idiom. It says sometimes. When you have to say like sometimes you do it, you may use I go to temple, or I go to gym, or I hit the gym once in a while. Next idiom that I have used, to be into something. That means to be interested in something. Third question is, would you say that your city is a good place for walking? Then you may answer, walking is not as popular as it used to be in my city, as more and more people prefer riding a motorbike. So currently there are fewer parks and walking areas for residents. Moreover, walking under such hot weather and heavily polluted air is definitely not a good idea. So I would not recommend my city as a good place for walking. Now, the only word that I have used as vocabulary here is resident. That means a person who lives in a particular place or community or a place. Fourth question is, do people in your country walk a lot? Answer, nowadays they don't walk as much as they used to in the past. So where do we use used to? Like I've seen like candidates, they use used to when they have to refer to something as present. That is wrong. Used to हम यूज़ करते हैं जहाँ पे हमें पास्ट की कोई हॉबी या एक्टिविटी या हैबिट को इन्फॉर्म करना होता है या उसके बारे में एक्सप्रेस करना होता है. सो आई यूज टू गो फॉर वॉक विद माई पेरेंट्स. आई यूज टू स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम लाइक हैंगिंग आउट विद फ्रेंड्स. यानी मैं किया करती थी. कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो हम पास्ट में किया करते थे वहाँ पे हम यूज़ करते हैं USED, यूज्ड टू. So I'll repeat the answer here. Nowadays they don't walk as much as they used to in the past. Private transportation is becoming more affordable and diverse in terms of price, design, and quality. You may easily catch sign of the middle-aged and the elderly walking in the park or on the street, and they all look like they are enjoying themselves. So the words, vocabulary words here in this question, diverse, that means various kinds or forms. Then is middle-aged, that is being in the time in a person's life between youth and old age. Fifth question, do you think walking is important? Answer is absolutely. Walking is the most convenient and simple exercise. Not only do people of all age and all walks of life can do it, but it also encourages us to get outdoor, to change a bit of our surroundings, thereby helping us relax and stay balanced. The vocabulary word here that I've used is walk of life. People from different walks of life. That means people who belong to different occupation, profession, and social class. Sixth question. Do you walk more than in the past? Do you walk more now than in the past? I definitely do. When I stayed at home, I took the bus to school and all my chores were done for home. Now I live on campus. I have to walk from my dorm room to class and back. I have to walk around campus to buy stuff and get things done. So I definitely walk a lot more than before. So this is something about a student. A student has used vocabulary related to campus where he or she was like placed, right? So you can convey your own life, like how you do you really prefer to walk now more than you used to do in the past, or you used to walk more in the earlier. Seventh, do you think walking in the countryside is better than walking in the city? I obviously think it is much better to go for a stroll in the countryside than in the city, because the air in the countryside is fresher and healthy to breathe, unlike that in big cities which contains toxic chemicals. Also, there is less traffic in the country, so it is less likely for one to get hit by a car while walking, which happens pretty often in cities, unfortunately. So, the vocabulary word go for a stroll, that is a phrase that means walking slowly in a relaxed way. Next is toxic chemical, that means any chemical that can cause death, temporary incapacitation, or permanent harm to humans or animals. My next question is, what could be done to improve the experience of walking in cities? Well, this is an interesting question, so you can open up any answer with a suitable phrase. So, well, this is an interesting question to think about. I certainly think people in big cities should be encouraged to walk more. In order for this to be done, they need to be ensured that walking in the city is healthy and safe. Bigger and better sidewalks with walking times and directions to various destinations should be considered by the relevant authorities. So that's all for today's speaking section 1 part. I will come again with more speaking topics, maybe cue card, maybe vocabulary, maybe other like skills or modules that I'll be taking up. And yeah, if you want to get enrolled and inquire more about offline and online classes, you can just reach me at the given number. Thank you so much, and good luck for all your endeavors. Thank you.